out here in California to do two things today. Chew bubble gum and drive a Mustang. And guess what? I'm out of gum. But before getting behind the wheel, let's talk about the 7th generation Ford Mustang. This pony car has been around since the 1960s and over the years has gained a vast fan base. The new generation may look like the previous gen, but Ford wants you to know that this Mustang is all new, with some heritage inspiration. The beltline has been lowered for a long and lean look, the rear end is styled to project a wide and athletic stance, and the front end looks brawny and ready for action. There's two different Mustangs, a 4-cylinder EcoBoost model and a V8 powered GT model with an available 6-speed manual transmission, with both models being available in coupe or convertible form. Each model in the lineup has a unique front end, with the GT having more functionality with larger grille openings, new hood vents, and a redesigned front splitter. And Ford gives customers a chance to further customize their Mustang straight from the factory with new paint options, wheel designs, brake caliper colors, and interior environments and materials. Yeah, some people say the newest generation of the Mustang looks familiar like the old generation, or maybe even a competitor like the Camaro. But to me, it looks like a Mustang, only sharper and more refined. And the best part is, it's highly customizable. So whether you get the coupe or convertible, you could choose your paint, your wheels, your brake calipers, how you want it to look to make sure it's your very own. Honestly, I dig this spec, but different strokes for different folks. What do you think? Let us know down in the comment section. Hopping inside, there's a newly designed cockpit with a standard flat-bottom steering wheel for easy ingress, sporty seats, and two large available digital screens with graphics based on the Unreal Engine 3D creation tool used for video games. The high-resolution 12.4-inch digital gauge cluster is customizable to the character of the driver, delivers pertinent driving information, and shows fun drive mode animations. The 13.2-inch infotainment screen is slightly angled towards the driver and uses Ford's latest Sync 4 system. Hopping in the driver's seat, I'm 6'4", I fit just fine. I have plenty of headroom, some good leg room, and some nice adjustability on the steering wheel column. And these aren't the optional Recaro seats. The bottom portion of the seats, the bolstering is a bit aggressive, so they are a bit tight on my thighs, but they are comfortable. One of the big things to note are these large screens. You have a digital gauge cluster that gives you some good information, and the animations are nice and clear, and the infotainment screen that's oriented towards the driver to kind of give that cockpit type of vibe, and I'm really digging it. The screen is actually really easy to operate and it responds quickly to inputs. The only thing is your HVAC controls are embedded in the screen, so that takes some getting used to, but overall this whole setup makes you want to party. If you're planning on hauling cargo, the Mustang in coupe form has 13.3 cubic feet of space, with the convertible having a cozy 10.3 cubic feet. And speaking of cozy, I'm looking at you, backseat. All right, so here's the backseat experience for the Mustang. So you can fold the seat up with this latch here or on the back of the seat, but to scoot it up, you gotta use this switch, and that's on the electric assisted seats. But I'm gonna scoot it all the way up because when I hop in, you can see that I don't have space. I'm 6'4", no headroom. And I'm pretty sure when that seat back comes back to me, I won't have any leg room. My feet fit under the seat, but this isn't comfortable at all. I'm not back here for me. I'm back here for you. And it's not fun. Ooh, it's hot. To make me feel better, Ford has set up a drift course for their EcoBoost Mustang to test out their new available electronic drift brake. This brake has the traditional mechanical pull-up handle look, and Ford claims it unlocks the rear-wheel driving capability of the Mustang and allows just about anyone to drift. So Ford has an autocross setup for some drifting. Right now we're in track mode with some drift features. Let's see if an amateur like myself, don't got a lot of drift experience, but let's see if this makes a huge difference, this drift brake. Give it some gas. Oh, we're going. Come on. All right, I didn't hit the cone.
This is really good. this box nailed, man. Nailed. So good.
Oh, that was great. That EcoBoost Mustang has a new 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, making 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque linked to its standard 10-speed automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive. There's sadly no manual transmission option for the EcoBoost, so So we're on the gas, we're going in. The EcoBoost definitely shows me that, you don't need a lot of cylinders to have fun. So yeah, I can honestly say the drift brake lets an amateur hop into a Mustang and have some fun on the right track, of course. Let's do this again. With some good legal drifting done for the day, Ford also laid out an autocross track to put the EcoBoost Mustang through its paces and test out its agility, but my goodness, it was painfully quick. How quick? Let me show you. We're gonna see how the Mustang EcoBoost handles. All right, it's turning really well. It's not a lot of body roll. We go through, accelerate, and brake a little bit. Brakes are feeling nice. All right. But let's take it out on the road where most people will have their Mustangs. The new EcoBoost engine provides usable power on the track, but how does it apply towards everyday driving? So I'm in the EcoBoost Mustang, let's give it some juice. All right. That feels pretty healthy. One thing that I do notice is a small delay for the engine to react to my throttle input. Just something to note, but once you do get going, this thing is actually pretty fun. This new EcoBoost engine also gets improved EPA estimated highway gas mileage from the previous generation with up to 33 miles per gallon on the highway and 26 mpg in combined driving. I'm handling some twisties out here. This has adaptive dampers, so you can tune it to a more firm ride if you're doing some more spirited driving, or if you're just cruising, it could be a little bit softer. One thing that I would like though is some more weight on the steering. It feels light to me, but it could be because I'm in normal mode. So from right here, we'll put it in sport mode. I mean, it adds a little bit of weight to it, not much, but it does make it sound really good. Now the sound, of course, it's not gonna be a V8, but it doesn't sound like a small 4-cylinder. No, it actually sounds like it has some meat on it, which is really appreciated. And sport mode does a good job at holding gears a little bit longer, so when you're going through sweeping right turns like this, you can power out of it. And yeah, you could definitely have some fun with the EcoBoost Mustang. The brakes actually feel really good. They engage right on tip-in, and they're really predictable. Something that I have noticed is cabin noise. There's a fair amount of wind noise coming in, and there's this wind buffering that I've been hearing from time to time. Hey, maybe because this is the convertible Mustang, it just wants its top back, but it's just something that I've noticed. Visibility outward is surprisingly good. The hood slopes down, so that gives me a nice vast field of view of the road. And over my left shoulder, it's nice and clear. Over my right, not so much, thanks to that huge roof pillar in the back. But hey, that's what blind spot monitoring is for. Some additional standard safety features to go along with Ford's Copilot 360 system are lane keep assist, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and available adaptive cruise control. And for the first time, the Mustang will have available exit warning to help alert you and your passengers that someone or something may be approaching from behind when opening the door to exit the vehicle. So yeah, I can agree that the EcoBoost Mustang does a great job at providing performance and fuel efficiency without sacrificing either of the two. You can actually have some good fun in an EcoBoost Mustang, or you can daily commute in it. The choice is yours. So yes, the EcoBoost can still give you that muscle car experience from a smaller engine, but hey, we all know what people want. They want a V8. The Mustang GT has a new 5-liter Coyote V8 engine making 480 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. And the available active valve performance exhaust system bumps up output to 488 horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque. I'm driving the GT model with the performance pack, which adds track-focused features like a front tower brace, optional Magnerized suspension, that active valve exhaust, and Brembo brakes that work oh so well. And if you're curious about fuel economy, here you go. Yes, this V8 provides great power throughout all of the rev range in almost any gear. Right now I'm in 3rd gear, pretty low in the rev range, going through this corner, and let's see, we'll pull out. Oh yeah, this has some good fun power. And that sound that you hear is not being pumped in. That's some naturally aspirated V8 goodness with a class-first dual intake and dual throttle body induction system that helps minimize air intake loss by enabling higher airflow rates. Along with the intoxicating sound, the Mustang's clutch pedal is easy to operate, and this manual transmission includes standard rev matching. One thing that I've noticed is the automatic rev matching. It's just really complicated to find out how to turn it off, because I would want to do some of my own rev matching. This is 5 liters of V8 power linked to a 6-speed manual transmission. I mean, it doesn't get any more American muscle than this. The handling in the GT feels great. The steering still feels a bit light for me. I would like a little bit more weight on it. This does have the performance package on it, so we do get active valves for the exhaust. And not only does that boost up horsepower, but it also just sounds great. Right now I'm in normal mode, just going through the canyons, and it feels relatively casual. Let's amp it up on the steering wheel, switching up drive modes into sport mode and see how that feels in the GT. And going into this left turn, as big as I am, the bolstering feels good. It's keeping me in place, and man, this Mustang is sticking like it's on rails. When people are looking to get a toy like this, they're looking for something fun, something they can take out to the canyons or to the track, but they want that V8 drama. They want to roll your own gears. They want to feel the road through the steering wheel. You want to feel every sense when you're driving something like this. I don't know if you could taste anything, but this tastes like freedom. Pricing for the Mustang EcoBoost starts at just under $31,000, and for a V8, the Mustang GT starts above 42 grand. Standard features include LED daytime running lights, LED headlights and taillights, 17-inch wheels, limited slip differential, 6 standard drive modes, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and cloth seating. Upgrades will include appearance packages, larger wheels, Brembo brakes, Torsen limited slip rear axle, leather seating with electric assist, paddle shifters, the electronic drift brake, and a remote rev feature that lets you rev the engine from your key fob. Ooh, spicy. For more Mustang enjoyment, the Dark Horse model starting at just over 59 grand will only come as a coupe making 500 horsepower from a 5-liter V8 and will include a Trimix 6-speed manual transmission, Magnerized suspension, and 390mm 6-piston Brembo front brakes. When you're ready to pony up some dough on a new Mustang, see what I did there? Go on kbb.com and get a fair purchase price on a coupe, convertible, or even a competitor like the Camaro or the Challenger. kbb.com, click the link above for more details. I'm low-key really funny. Of course, with Dodge doing their last calls and the Chevy Camaro bowing out after 6 generations, we see the American muscle car segment with internal combustion engines and manual transmissions shrinking. But Ford went ahead and said, hey, we're gonna take another lap. And the Mustang will go on sale starting in the summer later this year. I think Ford did a great job with this generation of the Mustang. It looks good. You could get it in coupe or convertible form. There's different engine options. You could customize it to your very own liking. And there's that available 6-speed manual transmission with a V8. Hey, a lot of cars like this aren't gonna be around for long, so if you're looking to get your very own slice of American muscle pie, you should check out the Mustang.